Mexican national anthem, which make reference to Mexico's historical military
And now,
victories,
the national
plays on for what they hope is a sporting victory this afternoon in Rio de Janeiro. L'Inno d'Italia, Fratelli d'Italia. The four-time World Cup winners, Italy, they have heard their national anthem as the Italians come and greet their rivals this afternoon with Gigi Buffon. Claudio Cesare Prandelli, the head coach of the Italian side, responsible of changing the face of an Italian team that was before, for decades, respected for their ability to defend. Now they are feared for their power in attack. We talk about Mexico's lack of offense as they have not scored yet but one goal in 396 minutes of soccer. They've also not conceded in 280 minutes of international football. As we kick off Confederations Cup action here in Maracanã, the site of the final of this tournament. In Group A, it's Mexico and Italy, alongside Alejandro Moreno, Fernando Paloma with you. Mattia De Siglio. Pirlo. De Rossi. Barcelli. Ignacio Abate. Both fullbacks play for Milan. Both center backs in that back four play for the recently crowned Juventus, as does Andrea Pirlo. Emanuele Giaccherini, stolen away by Zavala, who quickly gives it back to the Azzurri. Chiellini again. De Siglio. Riccardo Montolivo. Giaccherini, Montolivo on the left side as Balotelli is looking for the ball. Montolivo, Balotelli, Corona again. Corona with a bench save for Mexico as Balotelli was looking to open up the score. It's José de Jesus Corona to deny him.
Good place interchange of the left-hand side by Italy with Montolivo getting in behind. Mexico does not track the runner. Good run into the box by Balotelli. And then a tremendous save by José Jesus Corona, who has by far been the best player that Mexico has showcased in the World Cup qualifiers so far in 2013.
You think about every game that Mexico has played in the hexagonal, and you think about one key moment for Corona in any particular game so far. Things could definitely be worse for Mexico if it not were for the interventions of the 32-year-old keeper from Cruz Azul.
He's been fantastic in the qualifiers. He's shown a confidence and a command of his box, what he knows, how good he is and how solid he's been.
All space for Giaccherini again, going inside on Flores. Giaccherini's shot goes wide. goal kick for Mexico. Forget about that composure I was talking about. Now it's Italy's turn to control the game.
Good reaction save by Jesus Corona. Good contact by Balotelli. But Corona, not only a good reaction save, but he's able to parry the ball away. No chance for the rebound for the Italian team.
As Massa Rodriguez tracks back. Corona, one of 8 players on the squad that won last year's gold medal, as Balotelli's shot is parried by Corona, who does well to kick it out of bounds, and once again it's Corona the savior. Again, 8 players on this squad that won the gold medal last year in London. Corona, the starting goalkeeper for the Mexican side, that beat Brazil in the final at Wembley.
Good reaction by Corona on the shot taken by Balotelli. But early on, you see Mexico struggling with the place interchange of Marchisio, Giaccherini, and Balotelli. When Marchisio and Giaccherini go inside, go outside, Mexico's back four is not able to stay with them, keep track of them, and now Giaccherini is creating issues for Gerardo Jerry Flores.
Jerry Flores. Torrado. Guardado has to track back to get that ball. Salcido again. Had played all throughout Chepo de la Torre's reign as a holding midfielder, and just recently moved back to his original left fullback position as Giovanni Dos Santos tries to beat Ignacio Abate. No foul called on that one as Guardado shot off the crossbar. Guardado with a shot, in Mexico wakes up in the 11th minute. I think Buffon might have had a touch on that one. Mexico is here at Maracanã.
And Alexis Lalas talked about toughness and character and some of the things that this Mexican team has lacked. You see a little bit of fight there from Giovanni Dos Santos. The service back to Andrés Guardado, and a good reaction save by Gianluigi Buffon.
Giovanni Dos Santos trying to get it past the veteran Gianluigi Buffon. Here's Dos Santos. It hits the wall as Balotelli comes out of the wall. Massa Rodriguez over to Carlos Salcido. Barzagli was covering Salcido. His cross is short, met on by Daniele De Rossi's header, and here's Italy in the counter. Giaccherini is 3 against 2. If he crosses, far post is Balotelli. Giaccherini. Right there is Pirlo, brought down in the box. Also says nothing. No penalty for Italy, as Pirlo cannot believe it. Aquino now. Chicharito. Giovanni looking to cross. No. Short for Aquino. Look at all the white shirts surrounding Aquino, as we saw Guardado was all alone on the left side. De Rossi again. That's the last time Italy beat Mexico, 1993. They've met 3 times since, as here's once again the play on Pirlo.
That looked a lot like a penalty kick. Once he cut back and Guardado had lunged, did not reach the ball, clearly trips Pirlo. It seems like a penalty kick.
Renovated Maracanã Stadium. Stadium that opened up 63 years ago today in a game between Rio de Janeiro All-Stars and Sao Paulo All-Stars. Named after Mario Filho, Brazilian journalist that became one of the biggest, if not the biggest, supporter of the efforts to build a stadium in Rio de Janeiro, one to be known as the biggest stadium in the world. Massa Rodriguez. As Mario Balotelli goes down on a 3-on-1 by the Mexican defense.
Clearly a foul as Gerardo Flores comes from the side, doesn't get the ball, and Gerardo Torrado trips Balotelli from behind.
And here comes the dangers of Andrea Pirlo. Corona calling in the attention of Gerardo Flores. The man leading the so far four-man wall for Mexico. Corona knows of the dangers of one of the magicians at set pieces, Andrea Pirlo. Here's Pirlo with the shot. Goal for Italy. It's the magic right foot of Andrea Pirlo. 1-0.
You talk about quality. You talk about what he does in the middle of midfield. And yet in set pieces, he's just as dangerous. What a tremendous strike. This is just sumptuous. Delicious. Tasty from Pirlo. Are you kidding me? Nothing Corona could do. Well struck. Open over. No chance for Corona. 1-0 Italy.
Coming up after this match, Bob Lee, Alexi Lalas, Roberto Martinez, and Ruben Spocci will be in our FIFA Confederations Cup headquarters. Then at 5:45 Eastern, World Cup champion Spain will take on Uruguay. The FIFA Confederations Cup 2013, exclusively on ESPN, ESPN3, and Watch ESPN. Guardado. Back for Gerardo Torrado. Short pass by Zavala. Torrado back for Moreno. Guardado cannot find Salcido, and Italy gathers the ball. Giovanni Dos Santos trying to steal away from Barzagli. Is that a penalty? Jose signals it. Penalty for Mexico. Barzagli bringing down Giovanni Dos Santos in the box.
And it's the attitude from Giovanni Dos Santos. It's a fight, it's a toughness, it's the things that Mexico haven't been doing throughout qualifiers. He wants it more, he needs it more. There's urgency in the way Giovanni Dos Santos is playing. Draws a penalty kick. Tremendous mistake here by Barzagli. Sloppy and silly. Clear penalty kick. Well done, Giovanni Dos Santos. Showing a fight that he hasn't shown at times this year.
And it will be Chicharito, the last man to take a penalty kick in this squad for Mexico. Did so back on June 3rd of last year against Brazil. Chicharito Hernandez trying to tie things up from the spot. Against an experienced goalkeeper as Gigi Buffon. And how much does that play back in the mind of the Manchester United striker? Chicharito to tie it up here at Maracanã. Here's Chicharito. Goal! Mexico! Brushing aside the demons. Chicharito ties it up at Maracanã.
Well taken penalty kick by Javier Chicharito Hernandez. But it's the attitude of Giovanni Dos Santos. It's the fight to draw the penalty kick. Well taken. Buffon goes the wrong way. Chicharito, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming. Knows exactly what he's doing. A goal scorer of his quality. No mistake. Well done, Mexico. Good reaction. We got ourselves a ball game here, Fernando. Imagine when he walked in onto the stadium what that meant to him.
I'm sure that every kid in the world growing up wanting to be a professional football player wants to play in certain hallowed grounds of the sport. This is being one of them. Pirlo with a great ball for Daniele De Rossi. Giaccherini. Too quick. Trying to create some space for Daniele De Rossi. It's Aquino back for Massa Rodriguez. Dangerous pass by Massa. Montolivo. Or it's Marquisio and Balotelli. Balotelli with a shot. Corona gathers it. But Massa Rodriguez being extremely dangerous for its own team in the back.
A sloppy.
So does Alejandro. You still have it on, right? As we kick off the second half of action here from Maracana Stadium, Mexico and Italy, 1-1. Confederations Cup action in Group A with Alejandro Moreno, Fernando Palomo with you. With the ball is Claudio Marquisio. No substitutions made again. Alejandro looking for one, and who would make it first? As Pirlo gets ready for another chance to score. Here's Pirlo's free kick. Pirlo under the wall. Montolivo, Corona! Trying to surprise the Mexican wall was Pirlo. His shot went right underneath the wall. It clipped off Giorgio Chiellini. Pirlo tries to make it a third one. 13th minute. Could it be a lucky 13th minute for Pirlo and Italy in the second half? And here comes Pirlo. Out of bounds it goes.
See what he's trying to do, and I'm not sure that if that ball is on target, that Corona has any business saving it.
Chiellini, De Rossi again. Up front to Giaccherini, Balotelli, it's Balotelli all! Goal! Goal! Super Mario is in the house! 2-1 for Italy!
And earlier in the half, we saw Mario Balotelli spinning Francisco Javier Massa Rodriguez and drawing a foul. In this particular play, similar again. Massa Rodriguez tries to win the ball in front of Balotelli. Balotelli uses his strength. Clearly, you can see he's well put together. And once he spins Massa Rodriguez, there's no stopping him. Uses his strength, uses his body. Good finish by Balotelli. And by virtue of taking his shirt off, there you go, he's going to have a yellow card at some point.
Here's Guardado. Raúl Jiménez, his first touch in the match. Outside, it's Thierry Flores. Jiménez with a shot. Buffon. Once again, going back to the decision-making abilities in the last quarter of the field. He had Thierry Flores all open on the right side. Jiménez did.
And we've seen on a couple of occasions when Mexico breaks and they have players in the outside, their runs are straight runs, and it's very difficult to find straight runs with straight passes. There's got to be an angle provided by the run, either coming inside or going outside, so that now you're able to get in behind defenders.
Kids, Italy content to just play it on here on the side, of would they want a third one? They play it in the box for Montolivo. Montolivo trying to beat his man, Raúl Jiménez. Sergi, the game will end in just a couple of seconds, and it does. Italy's on the rise. The renaissance of Calcio continues as they beat Mexico 2-1, and El Tri's 13-match unbeaten streak comes to an end. 2-1 for the Italians. Pirlo and Balotelli. Chicharito tied it up.
Italy impressive in the middle midfield. Pirlo with a tremendous goal. Balotelli imposing his strength. And Mexico will look to find more answers